well, one thing I will say on the intro of a video, make sure if you like the content, like the video. Anyway, so relatively light, nothing to deep dive into. I don't know if y'all have seen this clip. It's got a little virality. Um, 32-year-old man is going viral after hating on his young coworker. So the dope thing about, or the interesting rather thing about workspaces, especially when you're relatively young, is you'll go into a workspace and you'll bump into like folks of all demographics. You might, like I said, you might be young and then you have like a super old coworker, or you might be doing the same job as like a, I don't know, 8 month pregnant woman, like, or a grandpa. It's just interesting how the different dynamics that can arise in workplaces. And also another dynamic of workplaces is sometimes you have your coworkers that you're super cool with, and sometimes you have the ones that you're, lukewarm. Y'all say hi, bye, how y'all doing, and sometimes you have coworkers who, low key, y'all really don't talk to each other, and low key y'all might even hate each other's guts. So I think this is, I don't know what category these two individuals in this video fall into, but I think it was meant to be lighthearted, and but you caught homeboy on a bad day, and we'll play it, and maybe y'all can let me know which of the categories y'all think they fall into.
Why are you videotaping yourself eating a slice of pizza?
Why are you 32 years old working as a delivery driver?
Because I want to.
It's okay.
Because mommy and
7 out
daddy
of
don't
10.
pay for my life like you. And I had to climb my way up. I didn't get given a car. I didn't get given a phone. I had to pay rent at your age. I didn't get to go to free college so I can get drunk and great girls in my fraternity. Why are you videotaping?
Oh man, what's crazy? I feel as if I've seen this type of interaction IRL, but audio is a bit not, that's not scuff. It's like this is real audio. You can tell, like, I don't know what's going on with this young gentleman. Maybe like I mean, I feel as if like a lot of people just kind of stream slash broadcast their life. Like I can imagine this guy would just kind of on IG live, like he made a like a pizza for himself, and then obviously homeboy in the back was like, why are you videotaping this stuff, and that spawned a whole back and forth. But I think this person's caption that's on the screen kind of encapsulate probably some of the feelings that were embedded in the guy that kind of led to this interaction. Somebody said, poor guy was jealous, quote unquote, climbed my way up to the pizza delivery driver. So if you didn't quite make out, we'll have a description of the video we'll have a link to the video in the description. You can hear for yourself. But basically, it was I feel as if it was you can boil it down to a small roast that kind of morphed into someone coming for your entire life, and it kind of exposed some jealousy. So, like I said, I don't have anything too in depth to kind of analyze here. I just kind of want to know what y'all think of this interaction. Do you think it's one of those roasts or interactions where it's too far, or do you think that's an acceptable response when somebody tries to come for you? I Also, I guess, is there somebody who was any of these two in the wrong or right in this interaction? We'll start with you, Ace. What do you think?
Um, no, I think this was a perfectly, uh, if not reasonable, at least normal, interaction, like workplace interaction I mean, especially for a job like this. I feel like I've seen the exact same thing in the past where I've worked in the past. So it's kind of crazy seeing how something like this popped off when it does feel like a very normal thing. It didn't feel like anybody necessarily went over the top or anything like that. The dude eating the pizza responded in the perfect way. You could tell the other guy got into his feelings a little bit, but I don't think it was like after this he was super pissed about it or stewing about it per se. I'm sure they both just moved on with their day. It's probably something they do often, just rib each other.
You think it was
So
hating?
yeah, I mean, yeah, a little bit, a little bit, but again, it doesn't feel over the top to me. Like he probably is making a valid point that the kid grew up with more opportunities than he had, and sure that doesn't necessarily mean he should um that doesn't necessarily mean he had to end up being a pizza delivery driver at 32, but I'm sure his points weren't completely invalid at the same time. So
Fair enough. I don't know. I think a lot of people feel as if he kind of went overboard based off a low roast. What? What you call it? How about you, Ghost? What do you think of this interaction? Think there was a wrong and right? Did one person go too far?
Man, honestly, Ace, I don't agree with you. I think the teen definitely went overboard
the team?
because yeah,
Nah,
how
nah,
could
nah, not at
like the
all.
initial comment is just like a passing thing. I'm guessing they rib each
Uh,
other back and forth, but you immediately come for that's definitely like even though the response was like he was in his feelings a little bit, you could tell like straight up don't want to be 32 working as a delivery driver. Like that's pretty much just the fact of the matter, and the
I was
fact
gonna
that you
save
just
this for
immediately
later, but since when is 32 like beyond like the final stage of
no one
life?
is saying that if you're 32 working as a delivery driver, your life is the worst thing ever and you have no hope for your future. No one's saying that, but at the same time, if you ask anyone who's in like high school or something, who's this 18-year-old age, do you want to be working as a pizza delivery driver at 32 years old? Come on now, what's the answer going to be?
I
No
mean,
one, no one really
free.
wants to be doing this.
I mean,
And
free like
sometimes,
pizza.
if you
yeah,
really,
if you're
I'm not.
SpongeBob,
Stupid. Sorry, guys.
Point
Continue.
being, this was a fairly innocuous comment, and the response was like responding like this to target someone's insecurity is, I think, I don't like it because it just comes off as honestly it comes off as just stunting for the camera because his post obviously went viral. And maybe he would have responded the same way if he wasn't recording, but it just seems kind of performative and like being mean on purpose. And as
he
someone
said the
as
first thing that came to his mind, and it was gutting, but it was
he said,
you can't,
nah,
you
I
can't
mean,
blame him. The guy came at him first.
he came at him in such a light. This reminds me of many interactions that I've had with my siblings, and I'm sure y'all have had to some extent as well. Where y'all, I mean, siblings just generally will get on each other's case, but you'll say something that's fairly light, and then the response will be way over the top, targeting like a deep insecurity that it's like that you know what you're doing. You know that the initial comment did not warrant this response, and
I mean, I can't relate.
I think that
I rose back. I can't relate.
I mean, yeah, you can. I mean, the 32-year-old tried to roast back. He didn't do that great of a job, to be honest.
Right.
But like, you can roast it back, but at the same time, it's like that's how you get it into an escalation argument where all of a sudden, what started off as like one tiny little comment spins into people yelling and screaming because you brought up, hey, you said you were never going to talk about that. And it's like, it just isn't warranted. It's not necessary. And the fact that he said it that quickly made me feel like he had that cooking in the back of his mind for quite a while and was trying to come with the most like not hurtful, but the most like gutting thing to say. And he was waiting for a comment or something.
Nah, this kid was just quick. He's just quick.
I'm glad you said.
He was
I'm
not
glad you
fishing
said
for
Nah,
it.
come on,
He was
Ace,
not fishing for it.
You
I'm
can
not
be
gonna
quick,
say
but
he was.
he literally it was frame one. Come on now.
I'm not gonna say he was. I'm not gonna
quick.
say he was like he had it in the pocket, but I don't know. It seemed like the timing was
the way he responded, bro.
It seemed like he was waiting for the day homeboy tried him.
Exactly.
So like,
exactly.
that's all I'm saying.
Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what it was.
I don't know, but fair enough. Man, you know what? Even though I do tend to agree with you, more girls, it might be one of those instances where like low key, you just gotta kind of be careful who you come for because they might hit you back like with that harder punch. It might be one of those type of situations. I don't know.
Exactly. It's on you at the end of the day. If you start the thing, and then you got insecurities that are gonna get you in your feelings, like it's on you.
I mean, you're correct in that the 32-year-old definitely shouldn't have like made it that apparent that he got like actually like it affected him. Like you got to just come back. Like I mean, y'all know you got to come back in a way that's like casual and it's like, oh, good one, and blah 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 blah. But still, it was still over the top. Y'all see that Niles skit where
I've seen it. I don't remember. It
y'all know what I'm
talking
about. I won't say it because I'm not trying to be sexist necessarily, but y'all know.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I was just gonna say though, like, I can imagine that this 32-year-old coworker has probably brought up like this kid's age in a way that has been like an annoying thing over time, where it's like, why are you recording yourself doing TikToks or whatever, that type of stuff. So that was probably why the age thing was the first thing that came to his mind too. Like, okay, you're making fun of me for being young. I'm gonna make fun of you for being old and still working here.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's easily imaginable that they have that type of dynamic. But I guess, and also you never know. Maybe usually he would be kind of a bit more like in a like he'll return the same energy, but maybe today he was like having a bad day. You never know.
Yeah.
But hey, man, I think in general the moral of the story is, hey, man, when you hit, you got to be prepared because somebody might hit back harder and hit you right where you kind of feel it. And unfortunately, obviously, I'm pretty sure just in the vacuum, they didn't think this was going to be on the internet. And now people are on podcasts talking about it. But you do kind of, you can't show weakness like that. I'm sorry. Because now, by the way, your young coworkers are not going to let up. They know that's the spot. That's the soft spot.
Yeah, he could have responded a lot better. You just gotta hit him, not hit him harder, but hit him equally as effectively. Like I could think of a couple things just off the top that you don't want to go crazy with it, but you just can't show that you got hurt because over at that point.
Yeah, never show weakness. Anyway, salute to all the pizza delivery drivers out there. You know me, I love pizza, top 5 favorite food. So I would never slander. I hope they all get good tips. Anyway, nothing too much to speak on here. Unless there's anything else, we can move on to the next topic.